tonight I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my...
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to work. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. It's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Falcons at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
at their own 13-yard line.
Wait for this.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Hey, check mega. Set, go.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hut, hut.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 21-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Ritter has it knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Here we go. Good.
First down, Bears.
Here's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Set, huh?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Come on, set.
At the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Set, ready. Jet. Check Fury. Strike. Check striker. Ready.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Blue. Ready.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Smash. Smash. Ultra. Ultra. Hut.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Set.
Ritter now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Set.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Short throw caught by Pitts. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Set. Go.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Lucas. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there. It turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That is caught, Michael Pittman with it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Fields. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set, huh?
Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The 42-yard line.
Yellow, lining. Opposite, green.
Going play action. Ritter. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Down.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On the set.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready, break.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Go.
Fields going to keep it once more. 20. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup of 38. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Falcons 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Set.
Ritter back to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it is Moore. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Hey, can't.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The Bears first down.
Go.
Fields going to keep it running right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to hit his target, Claypool. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
52 blaster. Ready, ready.
Here's Ritter after that pick-6. He's got his man London right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
6, mega. Ready.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.